see.
Welcome back to Trey and Tonya's Loveology. She was just being fresh just now, just to let y'all know.
I sure was.
She was.
And he was fresh first.
That's what we do, though.
True.
All right. Our next question is coming from Dallas, Texas. I'm going to you want me to read it?
Go in there.
Okay. I watch your episode of Trey and Tonya's Loveology, and I'm a femme, lesbian, that's just coming out, and I'm having a hard time finding a partner. I'm new to the state. I've been here 3 years, but hadn't had any luck. Do you have any advice for me? You're a femme, baby. Give us some advice.
Okay, from a femme to another femme. I can't see a picture of you, so I don't know your assets. But what I will say is,
You said ass.
I said assets.
She said ass.
I don't know. What do you like to do for fun? If you are into going to the clubs, if you're in the club life, I would say just spruce it up a little bit with how you dress. I'm not saying
that you don't dress nice, but
I'm not saying show more than you should. Right. I'm just saying, just say, for instance, one of your best assets is your butt. You wear something that enhances your butt very well. So when you step out, because you are single and you can do that, I'm sure it's going to draw attention to your butt.
I like it.
Make sure it's covered, though.
I like it.
You like my butt, baby?
I love your butt.
And say, for instance, your favorite asset is your boobs. You put on a low-cut top, and make sure those girls are sitting up nice and pretty. And once again, if you step out into the club, I'm sure somebody will notice you.
Honey, stop staring at my baby's boob.
I'm not saying reveal your body parts. No, I'm not saying that. No. It's a way to keep it nice and tastefully and keep it really classy and sexy. Because I live for sexiness and classiness. Mm. So it's a way to do it where you definitely can draw attention to receive more, just say, conversation. I'm not saying you need to really go out and really look for someone, because I've always stated what's meant for you will come to you. Mm-hmm. But if you're single and you're dating and you're new to the state, you definitely want to get out and meet people and mix and mingle. So don't be scared to, live a little on the edge, flaunt it a little, step out your box a little, and I'm sure people will notice you more and start speaking to you more, especially if you're new to the state and you don't know anyone. Mm-hmm. What you say, babe?
Well, from the stud side, the first thing I would say is you make sure that you present yourself in a way that you are approachable. I'm going to say that again.
That's true.
You need to carry yourself in a manner that you're approachable. Our sisters, and now I'm really taking it down to a cultural level, we have you guys have a stigmatism, a very negative stereotype attached to yourself that most of you have, a look on your face where stuck up, stank, and unapproachable.
I've heard that a lot about myself, that I was unapproachable, so I know from experience, which is not true, but
again, it's not true.
Yeah.
But those who are looking from the outside don't know that.
That don't know me, they felt like I was unapproachable.
And I felt that way, and I told you.
Yeah, I know, you told me.
I told her that. But,
so she needs to make sure she's approachable.
Make sure she's approachable. And again, like my baby said, I agree with everything that she said as far as presenting yourself in a manner that is very confident, and, you love who you are, and you don't have to wear a signature that said, I love me, but I'm just saying, people, we can tell. We can tell if you're comfortable and is very secure in your own life and who you are before you can accept someone else into your own life. Hopefully you know how to hold a conversation, because if you are looking for a partner, you need to be able to talk. If you're just looking for someone to have fun, now that is something different. But I'm just, again, I can only speak for me. If I come up to you, not that I will, because I have a wife, but if an individual such as myself came up to you and you can't hold a conversation, you can't do anything for me.
That's true. You gotta be able to hold a conversation.
I walk away.
Yeah. Approachable and being able to hold a conversation.
Right. And another thing is, if someone does approach you, please don't do those stereotypical negative things as say, can you buy me a drink? No, don't do that. I'm just saying.
No, you should always be offered a drink. You should never ask someone to buy you a drink.
You always have to remain a lady. Keyword, a lady at all times.
That's true.
If you're out, if you are in the club and you're having a good time, don't carry yourself as looking as a, what they call a hoochie mama.
Yeah.
Again,
and make sure you're in the type of club that you would like to receive that type of attention. Right. Because if you're in a hood type club, you're going to receive that type of attention from the little guys that wear the pants hanging under their butt.
And if that's
and all they wear is white tees and sneakers. But now if you want more of an elegant type of partner, you're going to want to go to a more upscale club environment, period.
Exactly.
So make sure you make yourself presentable to go in the right atmosphere to be approached. Make sure you don't go in the wrong place, and that's why you're not receiving the type of partner you're looking for, and you're new to that state also. So you might need to check out what the gay community is doing in the state of Texas. See where the upscale crew go, and I'm sure that if you put yourself out there in the right environment, someone will definitely notice you.
Yeah, I agree, baby. Yeah. Also, another nice place you can go is start. I don't know if you go here now, but go to pageants. We go to pageants all the time. Yeah. A lot of conversations take place at pageants, and people who are doing things with their lives, they go to pageants, and instead of just being out in the club all the time. And just always remember, you're in the club, you meet somebody that's drunk, you're gonna have a drunk relationship. Make sure. I'm just saying. Make sure that when you're talking to someone, that they are of mind.
Yes. They
are not of liquor. They're of mind. And they know what you look like, what your name is the next day.
Exactly.
And not just, I met this shorty. So again, I think this totally relates back to the type of individual you're trying to attract. Make sure that you're presenting yourself in that manner and you're in that environment. So, if you have any other questions, Dallas, Texas, please let us know. We're always here willing to help and advise.
We wish you luck.
We wish you luck.
But like I said, don't go looking for it. Let it come to you. But definitely get out there and mix and mingle because you are new to the state.
And don't settle.
You've only been there 3 years. So
don't settle.
Mix and mingle and make sure you
have fun. Don't settle.
Enjoy and get to know some of the people in the community.
Exactly.
Connections work.
A lot. Okay. Our next question. And this is the question which is dear to both of our hearts. And, it can be looked at from different avenues, not just in the LGBT community. It could be in the, heterosexual world as well. And the question reads, why do we, and again, we're bringing it back to our community, why do we in the gay community get offended when others use derogatory words towards the gays, and we turn around and use it amongst ourselves?
Read that again, baby.
Why do we, in the gay community, get offended when others use derogatory words towards the gays, and we turn around and use it amongst ourselves? Straight bullshit. That's what I gotta say. That's sometimes you get me out of my character, and then I gotta come back. I'm back.
That was quick.
I got out real quick, baby.
And you came right back.
I came right back.
Very good, babe.
That bothers me. It bothers the out of me.
Yes, it does.
And the reason for that is because you cannot have a double standard like that. There's so many times that we go on Facebook when we used to go on MySpace. I mean, way back.
Yeah.
But, we go on Facebook and we read these derogatory statements, phrases, comments that we say to each other because we are angry. We're in a state where we can't think clearly, but if someone else from out of our community was to say it to us, we would get so offended. I just have to say, I'm so tired of hearing when someone is mad calling someone else a faggot. Why do we have to use it in a negative term? Or lately it was the word dyke. You just a dumbass dyke. I can't even, it was something to that manner. All that I have to say is this. Treat others and speak to others the way that you would like to be spoken to. It doesn't matter how upset you are. You should never let anyone bring you to that level where you are degrading who you are.
Exactly.
Because trust me, when you call someone else a dyke in a negative term, in a negative manner, that is a reflection on you.
Exactly.
You're gay. It's a term that describes gay women. So why use it negatively? You know, a lot of people say, oh, I use the word gay because it's happy. Use the word gay because you're happy about who you are.
And comfortable in your skin.
And comfortable in your skin. You have to be true to yourself. True to yourself. We just saw that on Oprah. Mm-hmm. That's what JC said, right?
JC. You said I said JC.
That's my little tongue problem.
Your accent.
That's what JC said. You know, you have to be true to yourself. It's just not fair. There's no need when you get angry to step out and blast these crazy posting about all these negative terms. Don't ever knock down your community, gay people, because others are viewing your post. And if you are knocking down the community that you belong to, how do you expect others to respect the community?
Exactly.
How?
And I will add on to this by saying, as my baby stated, you treat others how you want to be treated. And if you feel like others are not treating you the way you want to be treated, you may need to remove yourself from this space. It only takes the click of a button on Facebook to remove yourself from negativity. And you don't have to socialize with those individuals in the community if you feel like they're negative light on your life. If you feel like you have to go to the extremes of using derogatory words against each other on Facebook and any other social network, you need to, sit back and take a look at yourself for a minute, because that's lowering your standards of who you're supposed to be and who you are. You may be very popular in the community, but once you go to cursing someone out via Facebook where everybody can read it, some people take a step back and look at who you truly are for what you from their aspect,
because they say you are what you say.
You are who you are. You are what you eat, and you are what you say. Mm-hmm. So my suggestion to anybody out there that's going back and forth with anybody on Facebook and being derogatory about us within the community, you need to just step back for a minute. And if you're somebody that has high standards and are comfortable in their skin, you shouldn't have to ever reflect on using derogatory words to anyone if it's taking you out of your comfort zone in your space. Right. Because trust me, you're using a lot of energy when you're talking in that tone, because we can see it. I mean, we can actually feel the vibe of that comment just by reading it. Just imagine the people that's in the heterosexual community that clicks on your page and read it.
You never know who's looking.
And that's why they keep us in this small box and not giving us all the equalities that we deserve, because they feel like we're other. And we're really not. We're all one race. We're all not one race, but we're all one kind. Mm-hmm. We're all human, and we all deserve to be treated equally. However, if you're degrading us in our own community, why do you think nobody else should not degrade us? And then you want to go vote against this or vote against that when you're sitting right here doing it to your own people.
Right.
So I just say be careful. The company you keep, and if it's negative for you, remove yourself from it.
Exactly. And always remember that others looking in on you is their opinion of you. It is for you to change their opinion. It is for you to do that. Maybe you are showing some sort of, mannerism that is causing these reactions or these things to be said. It is for you to always remain in a positive light and not make people think anything other than what you truly are. I'm so serious, But on that note, we're gonna bring this to a close. We really had to touch upon that because it's a serious matter that I'm happy that this question was posed and we wanted to address, just to once again help bring our community, our LGBT community, to a positive light instead of the negative stereotypes that we have out there.
I know I want to make a comment in closing this, that my little comment is be true to yourself, and everybody ain't happy about your stuff. Mm-hmm. So remember, it's about you and who you are and what you stand for. Stand for something or you will fall for anything. Ooh, and if they're not good for you, it's easy to remove anybody from your space.
Yes, God.
With that note, I love you, baby.
I love you more.
Forever.
Forever and always.
Peace.
Deuces.